the new millennium, the year 2000 and beyond, he's also saying that there are people that are tormented, that you can be tormented. So I feel like right now, where we are in like the way that we perceive our existence within culture, or like the way that we perceive our existence, I think that we're at a time where we think that if someone is tormented, that seeing a therapist or a psychologist is the answer. You know, typically, that's what people do. Let's talk it out. Let's find out why you're tormented and figure out a way to rewire your brain so you can not be tormented any longer. He's just like, bam, not tormented. Some examples of being tormented are being demon possessed and being epileptic. Apparently, being epileptic is a form of being tormented, and being paralyzed. So he heals these people. Super miraculous, right? And what he's doing is he's showing signs and wonders, basically. Why aren't there signs and wonders now? Well, my wife and I talk about that a lot, and my thought on that is that these were things that needed to happen at the time, and that then the apostles, he taught the disciples, they became apostles. That's the apostolic portion of Christian history, and then those gifts began to fade, and that's why we don't see it now. It was for the time. All right, we're rolling into the Beatitudes, possibly the greatest bit in the Bible. I love the Beatitudes. And seeing the multitudes, seeing all the people, he went up on a mountain. And when he was seated, his disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, so he's probably trying to find like a place where he can just be with them, you know? Here he goes. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. What? That it's so gnarly and true. I could even say, like, in my life, one instance when I was very poor in spirit, after I was born again, and I said, okay, I'm a Christian in my adult life. And I think like my grandmother passed away, and it was the first time someone like that I was pretty close to that died. And I was trying to wrap my head around it, and I basically just talked to God. You know, that's praying. I just talked to God, and I was like, God, I'm so sad, and I wish I could be with her still and always at least have access to her. And I just feel so sad and just so bad, and I want to cry. And that's praying. That's talking to God and airing it out to God. And I just kept talking to God and just kept going back to God. And then my thought was that, you know, people die. People just die. They do die. That's what it's like. That's part of being alive. And I said, okay, well, God, see me through. Help me, you know, just see me through. And I think just the act of talking to God and just going to God when you're poor in spirit, there's like a certain type of like way you can experience God that you just don't experience.